A very good morning, my dear students. Here is the lecture number 7 of Unit 7, Equilibrium, and we have started ionic equilibrium. So I hope whatever I have explained in the previous video, that is Arrhenius concept and the Bronsted-Lowry concept, that is clear to you. We'll understand more in this video about the Bronsted concept and Bronsted conjugate acid-base pair. So let's start as usual with the quote, and the quote is, "The secret to get ahead is getting started." जब तक आप कोई काम स्टार्ट नहीं करोगे आगे कैसे बढ़ोगे. सो द थिंग इज दैट इट कैन बी ऐसा है कि किसी भी काम को कंप्लीट करने के लिए उसे स्टार्ट करना जरूरी है. तो सिंपल थिंग इज दैट. सो जस्ट स्टार्ट इफ यू हैव स्टार्टेड द वर्क, और for sure, just believe me, for sure it is going to over someday. It may be sooner or later depending upon your what we say pace, how you are doing. Got it? Okay, so this is conjugate acid base pairs. We are going to study about this, and since there was no homework in previous video, so let's start with the topic only. The pair of acid and bases which are formed from each other by gain or loss of a proton are called conjugate base pairs, acid base pair. So here the same example we can take, that H2O is here, water, and ammonia is here. So ammonia is a base. Why it is a base? Because if you'll check this in the product form, this ammonia is going to accept H plus ion and to form ammonium ion. Yes. So since it is accepting H plus ion, that's why this is a base and it will be its conjugate acid. Clear? And here H2O is going to lose H plus ion. So since it is losing H plus ion, and as a result it is forming OH minus. Yes, one second. As a result it is forming OH minus. So since it is losing H plus, so that's why it will be called acid. Yes. And as a product जो बनेगा वो क्या कहलाएगा? That will be called conjugate base. Here it is written over here. So समझ में आई बात? That means H2O and OH minus is the acid conjugate base pair. Don't say conjugate acid. It's written over like this. It is wrong. It's a acid conjugate base pair. And here it is, if you'll see that this is base and this is the conjugate acid. That means it is base conjugate acid pair. So this is the particular correct word for this. Got it? Not this way. Whenever we say simply conjugate acid base pair. So we have to decide that which one is conjugate and which one is the main one. Okay? So how to understand this thing, that I have already explained to you. Now next thing, that conjugate acid base pair will be like Bronsted-Lowry base and conjugate acid will be there. If it is a base, it will be acid, conjugate acid. And if it is acid, then it will have conjugate base. So here is another example. We can see that. So here also another example we can see that H2SO4 is losing H plus ion. So that's why it will be acid. Okay, Bronsted-Lowry acid. And this is whatever the result will be HSO4 minus. So this will be conjugate base. So here this is H2SO4 and SO4 minus are acid conjugate base pair. Acid conjugate base pair. Clear? And another example, H2O. Here H2O. This is H2O is going to gain H plus ion released by this. So H2O is gaining H plus, and that's why it results in H3O plus. So H2O and H3O plus is the pair for base conjugate acid. Clear? Okay. Another example, we can see that CH3COH, here CH3COH and CH3CO minus will be the acid conjugate base pair. Similarly, H2O and H3O plus will be base conjugate acid pair. Clear? So that I have told you, there is a written here, acid will be equal to conjugate base plus H plus. Like if I am asking, find conjugate, one second, let me use another. Just suppose that I am asking a question that find conjugate base of HSO4 minus. That means what I am asking, conjugate base. So use this formula. Yes, acid is equal to क्या होता है? conjugate base plus H plus. So what is a conjugate base? Find conjugate base आपसे पूछा जा रहा है ना. So this one is acid. Yes. So here HSO4, write it here. HSO4 will be equal to conjugate base plus H plus. So what will be this conjugate base? So what is the conjugate base? That means when it, like, just remove H plus ion, because H plus here written, so what is left over here? SO4 minus. Yes, got it. If you will add SO4 here, let me write here that this is H plus remove. Okay, यहाँ आ गया. So what is left with this? SO4 minus. So this is the SO4 minus 2 because H plus is released. So this one is conjugate base. Is it clear? Let me take another example. Like I am saying that OH minus. Find conjugate base for this. So that means this one is given as a acid. ये acid है. आपके पास conjugate base आपको निकालना है. So here in term of this acid, you can write here OH minus, and will give you like H plus. Just release H plus, and what left? O minus 2, and here H plus. So this is O minus 2 is the conjugate base for OH minus. If I will ask that OH minus, find the conjugate acid for this, then what you will do? This one, if I am asking conjugate acid, that means this one is given जो है वो आपको base given है. So this is base. Add H plus in this and you will get the conjugate acid. So in इसमें H plus add करो and you will get this H2O conjugate acid. Clear? Any problem? So many example you can take as like another example. Let me see that H2S. So what is the, if I will ask the find the conjugate acid or base for this, जो भी निकल जाए आपको, आप निकालो conjugate base निकालो या conjugate acid निकालो, देखो. So if it will be like base, अगर हम इसे base if we will suppose it as a base, so can it get H plus? क्या ये कभी आपने देखा है H3S plus like this इस तरह से कुछ compound बना हुआ? Never. That means it is not going to gain H plus. Yes, H plus ये gain नहीं करेगा, यानी कि इसका conjugate base नहीं बनेगा. Did you get that? So conjugate acid के लिए क्या होगा? Just H plus को release करो and what left? HS minus. So that's why it will be, this will be the conjugate acid. Any doubt? Clear? Okay, now move to next thing, that is to sum up. The strong acid has weak conjugate base. Weak acid has a strong conjugate base. This is all again going to be very important point. Strong acid will have weak conjugate base. Weak acid will have strong conjugate base. Similarly, strong base will have weak conjugate acid and weak base will have strong conjugate acid. Just reverse. Got it? So here is a question for you people. Which one of the following is not acid base conjugate pair? It can be any like conjugate acid हो सकता है या conjugate base हो सकता है. You just find which one is not acid base conjugate acid base pair. So how you will find this? See, if you will lose H plus in this, it will result in this. So that means this is an acid and this is the conjugate base. Can I say? Okay. In this case, just check karo. If OH minus gain H plus, so this will be H2O. And if loses H plus, then it will be O minus 2. But here it is H3O. So this cannot be conjugate as acid base pair. We cannot say in one go, isn't it? But we'll see. In this case, if it will gain one H plus ion, so this will be, we will get this. So that means it is gaining. Yes. So here it is base and it is conjugate acid. So that means it is an acid base, conjugate acid base pair. This is also conjugate acid base pair. This is now about it. So this is, we can write HNO2. HNO2. Can I write like this? Yes. So if it loses H plus ion, so what will happen? It will give NO2 minus. So that means this one is acid and here it is conjugate base. That means this is also an acid base, conjugate acid base pair. So only option is this. This is not like agar H2O hota instead of this H3O plus, if it would be H2O, then it could be. Yes. But now not. So this is the answer. Did you get that? Clear? Okay. Now move to next question. In the following reaction, HC2O4 minus PO4 minus 3 like this which pair can act as Bronsted bases only? कौन Bronsted base की तरह काम करता है? So here just check this. What is happening? H plus it is losing. So this will be acid. ये तो Bronsted base नहीं होगा. This one is going to H plus gaining. So this can be a Bronsted base. Clear? But यहाँ पे actually देखो, this is not like here it is not clear that whether they are talking about base or conjugate base. They said that act as a Bronsted basis. So it can be, we can include the conjugate base also. Clear? So this one is PO4. We have to check that PO4 yani ki option A1 and option 4 is the like they can have this chance. Now another thing we have to, so since this one is acid, so the conjugate base is C2O4 minus 2. So this can be the conjugate base, matlab Bronsted conjugate base pair. Yes, we can see. So just check this option. कौन सा option? PO4 HCO. No, not like this. This one. So this is the correct answer. I hope it is clear. Yes. Now move to next thing, that is advantage of Bronsted-Lowry concept over Arrhenius concept. What are the advantages for this? Why we have learned that Arrhenius concept? Why we knew this? Yes. So Bronsted-Lowry concept can explain the basic character of substance like Na2CO3, ammonia, etc., which do not contain OH group, hence would not be bases according to Arrhenius concept. On the basis of that, they accept protons. अब यहाँ पे देखो like Na2CO3, if I will ask that what is the nature for this, so you can't say that neither it is giving H plus nor it is losing OH minus, or like Arrhenius concept ये नहीं लग रहा है यहाँ पे, so we cannot say कि it will be acid or base. We can't say. In this case, this is H, it is having H, so it can be Arrhenius acid. Yes. But whenever we check the nature of this Na2CO3 and ammonia, it is base in nature, which cannot be explained on the basis of Arrhenius concept. So that's why Bronsted की जरूरत पड़ी, और हमने ये देखा कि yes, Na2CO3 can also accept H plus. ये H plus accept कर सकते हैं. This is also accepting H plus, and since they accept protons, H plus को proton कहते हैं, and they accept H plus, that's why they are Bronsted base, and they behave as a base. Yes. Bronsted-Lowry concept is not limited to molecule but also covers even the ionic species to act as an acid or base. It is not like Arrhenius says about the neutral species only, but here it is. It can be any ionic compound. It can acid or base can be any ionic ions. Yes. Bronsted-Lowry concept can explain the acid-base reaction in the non-aqueous medium. Arrhenius explains the acid-base character only in the acidic medium, but Bronsted-Lowry concept explains the acid-base reaction in non-aqueous medium also. Okay. Limitations. So if some advantages are there, so obviously some limitation will also be there, and then only the Lewis concept will come, which is the most accepted and the most recent concept. So limitation of Bronsted-Lowry concept over the Arrhenius concept. Though Bronsted-Lowry concept has wider application than Arrhenius concept, yet it has some limitation also. It cannot explain the reaction between acidic oxides like CO2, SO2, SO3, etc., and basic oxides like calcium oxide, barium oxide, magnesium oxide, etc., which takes place even in the absence of the solvent. ये सारे जो reactions हैं, ये in absence of solvent also it can act, and Bronsted concept is failed to explain the acidic character of the non-metallic oxide and the basic character of the metallic oxide. Substances like BF3, AlCl3, etc. are known to behave as an acid, but they do not have protons to donate. Like in the previous slide, we have done NS3 and Na2CO3. They were not having OH minus, but still acting as a base. Similarly, BF3 and AlCl3, they don't have H plus, but still they act as a acid. So how? What are that? It should not be the correct line. This is that should not Arrhenius over Arrhenius concept not required. Simply limitation. Okay, just cut this line. So now, to overcome the Bronsted-Lowry concept defect also, there is another concept, that is Lewis concept. And Lewis explained the acid-base character in terms of lone pair. The Arrhenius and Lowry-Bronsted concept of acid and bases are limited to substances which contains protons. Proton lena dena, like this. ये related था. But G.N. Lewis proposed a more general and broader concept of acid and base in terms of lone pair. According to the concept, an acid is a substance which, it can be molecular ion, okay, which can accept a pair of electrons. The lone pair acceptor will be called Lewis acid and the lone pair donor will be called Lewis base. While a base is a substance which donate a pair of electrons. So Lewis acid will be lone pair acceptor and Lewis base will be lone pair donor. So since they Lewis acid can accept electron pair, कौन electrons accept करेगा? The one which is electron deficient. So we can say that electron deficient compounds, electron deficient, they are Lewis acid. Similarly, which will donate, which is having more electrons, so electron donor rich. If they are electron rich, then they will be called Lewis base. Clear? So here we can see that A is Lewis acid as electron deficient, B is having lone pair. So this lone pair, it is donating to A. So that's why A is Lewis acid and B is Lewis base. And then it is forming a product AB. To sum up all this thing, whatever we have learned till now, in other words, acids are electron pair acceptor while bases are electron pair donor. Thus, it is evident that any substance which has an unshared pair of electron can act as Lewis base, while a substance which has an empty orbital that can accommodate a pair of electrons act as Lewis acid. In fact, there is a donation of pair of electrons from Lewis base to Lewis acid to form a coordinate bond between the two. Since Lewis base donates electron and Lewis acid accept electrons, so that's why there is a coordinate bond formed between two. And the best example you have done in chemical bonding, that is BF3 and NH3. BF3 is electron deficient. It has 6 electrons only in the outermost shell, but NH3 is having lone pair. So this NH3 was giving a lone pair to BF3 and it was forming a bond like this, BF3 and NH3. So this is the coordinate bond formed between, and that's why the hybridization was changing. This was sp2 hybridized, sp3 hybridized, but in this case both will have sp3 hybridized. Got it? So this example you have done in chemical bonding only. Okay, so Lewis bases. Lewis bases, according to Lewis concept, the following species can act as Lewis base. न्यूट्रल स्पीसीज हैविंग एटलीस्ट वन लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन, जिसके पास कम से कम एक लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अमोनिया, एमीन्स, अल्कोहल्स एक्सेट्रा आर कॉल्ड लुईस बेस because they contain a pair of electrons. Yes. NH3 having one lone pair. Similarly, NH2 will also have one lone pair. ROH will have two lone pair. Yes. Negatively charged species or anions, for example chloride, cyanide, hydroxide ion, act as a Lewis base. All that negatively charged, if it is having lone pair of electron or having any negative charge, then like Cl minus, Cn minus, OH minus, then it will be considered as Lewis base. Got it? Okay. So now Lewis acid examples we are doing. All that electron deficient will be Lewis acid. Molecules in which the central atom has incomplete octet, like means electron deficient. Example BF3, AlCl3, FeCl3, BeH2, BCl3. Okay, the central atom has only 6 electrons around it as shown below. So then it will be considered as Lewis acid. You can see that example. Another way we can say that simple cations which is having positive charge, cations, can act as Lewis acid. All cations are expected to as a Lewis acid since they are deficient in electrons. However, cations such as Na+, K+, Ca+2 ions, etc. have a very little tendency to accept electrons because their octets are complete. So that's why they have a very little tendency to accept electrons. So they will not be considered as Lewis acid, like they will not show. But if it is asked that ki categorize them in the Lewis acid and Lewis base, so obviously you will categorize them as a Lewis acid character. Okay, category. While the cations like H plus, Ag plus ion, etc. have a greater electron accepting tendency and therefore act as a Lewis acid. Ag plus 2NH3, we can see that this NH3 will lose 2 lone pair to this, and it is going to form a coordinate bond. Complex it will form. So another example, like molecules in which the central atom has empty d orbital. Central atom has empty d orbital. Due to presence of empty d orbital, the central atom in these molecules can expand their octets, accepting electrons from the other substance. And like SiF4, SnCl4, PF5, etc. also has Lewis acid. What I'm saying? They have empty d orbitals. So three things I have explained. Just let me sum up all this thing. We can see that Lewis acid, SiF4 is Lewis acid. Being Lewis acid, it is gaining we can say that fluorine it is going to accept, and it is going to form SiF6 as a complex. Yes. Another thing, molecules in which atoms of dissimilar electronegativities are joined by multiple bonds. There is a different electronegative elements and they are joined by the multiple bonds, double bond or triple bond. Then that will also be Lewis acid. That like a CO2, we can see that like this, SO2 as double bond O is there. Under the influence of the attacking Lewis base, one pi electron pair will be shifted towards the oxygen atom. Whenever a Lewis base attack on this, then what will happen? This bond will shift on the oxygen side. This is the thing. This is the mechanism for the reaction that we will understand later on. Like this, here it is a short glance. We can see that Lewis acid, OH minus as a Lewis base, it attacks on this. So what will happen? This bond will shift. This bond will shift over here. So this, due to this, it is having minus charge, and it will have positive charge. So this OH minus is going to attach with this carbon, and it will form bicarbonate ion HCO3 minus. Got it? So note, it may be noted that all Bronsted bases are Lewis base, but all Bronsted acid are not Lewis acid. सारे के सारे Bronsted base जो होंगे वो Lewis base हो सकते हैं, but सारे के सारे Bronsted acid Lewis acid नहीं होंगे. ऐसा it's a rule. According to Bronsted concept, a base is a substance which can accept a proton, while according to Lewis, a base is a substance which can donate a pair of electrons. So like it is the same thing. According to Bronsted concept, a base is a substance which can accept a proton, जो H plus ले सकता है, while Lewis की according which can donate a pair of electrons. So Lewis base generally contain one or more lone pair of electrons, and therefore they can also accept a proton. उसको proton भी accept कर सकते हैं, and that's why all Lewis base are called Bronsted base. On the other hand, Bronsted acids are those which can give a proton, for example HCl, H2SO4, but they are not capable of accepting a pair of electrons. If you'll see that HCl, it can give H plus, H2SO4 can give H plus, but for being Lewis acid, it has to gain one pair of electrons, which they cannot. So that's why they are not Lewis acid. Clear? So here's a question for you. Which of the following is not a Lewis acid? So just एक sum up कर लेते हैं. Lewis acid के लिए I have told you all the cations. Then like empty d orbital. Then I said different electronegative element, multiple bond. Element with multiple bond. And the first one is electron deficient, यानी कि 6 state, जिनके last year में 6 electron है. So these are the 4 points to be any substance to be an acid, Lewis acid. Okay, so just check which of the following is not a Lewis acid. कौन Lewis acid नहीं है? BF3 is electron deficient, FeCl3 is electron deficient, SiF4 is going to gain ये क्या करता है, F minus इस पे 2F minus अटैक करके it forms SiF6, अभी पढ़ा हमने. Yes, अगर यहाँ पे देखते हैं तो दो C2H4 like this, so multiple bond is so which is not a Lewis acid. So here we can see that SiF4 accept this F minus is a base, so this is accepting and forming, so that means this is a Lewis acid. But यहाँ देखो, this is C double bond C. There is a multiple bond but not between two different electronegative elements. It is between same electronegative element. So this is not a Lewis acid. Got the answer? Clear है? Yes. चलिए, now move to next thing. Next question. Which of the following molecule act as a Lewis acid? कौन Lewis acid की तरह करेगा? Which one? So here check this. Nitrogen must have 8 electrons in its outermost shell, or it will have 4 bonds, or there will be the combination of 3 bond and 1 lone pair. So we can see that here is a 1 lone pair. We know this. So this cannot be a Lewis acid for sure. Okay, यहाँ देखते हैं, oxygen will have 2 lone pair. So again, this will not this can't be a Lewis acid. In this case, if we'll check that PCS3, so again phosphorus is belongs to same group, the nitrogen. So it will also have 1 lone pair over here. So this cannot be. But यहाँ पे boron forms 6 state. Boron has like what electron deficient compound. So this one is the Lewis acid. Clear? Yes. Very good. Okay, so next thing, acid base reaction according to Lewis theory. How that according to Lewis theory, how acid and base reacts. Some of the reaction involving the combination of Lewis acid and Lewis base are follows. Like we can see that combination between H plus ion and NH3. So NH3 being it, since it is having lone pair of electrons, so that's why it is acting as a Lewis base, and H plus electron deficient is going to attack on this. So that's why it will form that this lone pair of electron. Nitrogen will donate its lone pair electron to H plus, and that's why it will form a coordinate bond, and the arrow head should be towards hydrogen because H is gaining electrons. So that's why like this. Somewhere you can see this type of a structure also, that is also correct. Okay, that can also be correct. Another one, BF3 and F minus. BF3 is being electron deficient will be Lewis acid, and F minus is having lone pair of electron, negative charge. So what will happen? This lone pair will be will be donated, yes, and this will form a coordinate bond towards the boron. Clear? Now another example, CaO and SO3. Ca is plus 2 and O minus 2, and SO3. So what will happen? This carbon plus 2 and SO3 over here. So this oxygen here, this if you'll see that sulfur is having 6 electrons only, isn't it? 2, 4, 6. So what will happen? This oxygen will completely donate 2 electron to this to form a compound, and that's why the structure will be like this, CSO4. Clear? Another one, hydration of metal ions. Al plus 3, since it is having a positive charge, get ion, so Lewis acid, and OH is having lone pair of electrons, so Lewis base. So what will happen? This lone pair will be donated to this, so it will form AlH2O whole 6 plus 3. Got it? So here are the few points that Lewis concept includes all the coordination compounds and coordination reaction, but this however may not be always true. It is like that, but we have seen that Lewis concept was forming like according to the Lewis concept, it was forming coordinate bond over there, but this is not always true. Okay, it does not explain the behavior of well-known protonic acid or protic acid like HCl and H2SO4. because that HCl and the H2SO4 are so familiar acid, so well-known acid, but according to Lewis concept, we cannot explain the acidic character, which do not form coordinate bond with the bases. Therefore, these are not regarded as acid according to Lewis concept. It does not explain the relative strength of acid and base, like conjugate Bronsted-Lowry concept was explaining the acid-base concept, that relative strength, that strong acid will have weak conjugate base, weak acid will have strong conjugate base. So that is not explained in the Lewis concept. Acid-base reactions are usually fast, but the formation of coordination compound is slow. Hence, it does not fit in the acid-base reaction concept. Like अभी हमने देखा कि Lewis concept जो है, according to that there was a coordination bond formation. So coordination bond formation की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो it is very slow, but there was the reaction between acid and base which is very fast. तो ये दोनों एक दूसरे को क्या कर रहे हैं, contradict कर रहे हैं. So that is not fit in the acid-base reaction concept. The catalytic activity of many acids is due to H plus ion. Since a Lewis acid need not contain a H hydrogen, therefore many Lewis acid will not possess catalytic property. According to Lewis concept, बहुत सारी properties, बहुत सारी acids जो होंगे, they will not show the catalytic properties. जबकि to show the catalytic properties, many acids must have H plus ions. Then only they can show the catalytic property. So according to Lewis concept, their catalytic property will not be explained. So okay class, that's it for today. I hope whatever I have explained you got it, and if still any doubt you can ask. And our next topic will be ionic product of water, and then in that concept only we will understand about the dissociation and dissociation constant, degree of ionization, like this. So now like numericals is there, numerical will be there in the next class. So just be attentive, and by the time whatever I have explained, just go through with this properly, make short notes and revise it again and again. Thank you class.